The long journey now reaches its epic conclusion. The pinnacle, atop this stage, with the attention of millions far and wide. Two teams hardened by the fire of competition find themselves within arm's reach of destiny, within grasp their place amongst the immortal legends of the game. Welcome to the NBA Finals.
We are here live at the American Airlines Arena with the crowd going crazy. The championship could be claimed right here. Folks, it is electric in the arena for this Game 6 of the NBA Finals. So glad you could join us for it. With Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, this is Kevin Hart. This is a look now at the State Farm starting lineups. Someone will be keeping an eye on, of course, LeBron James.
Well, you look at the full package from offense to defense in LeBron, and the thing that's so astounding about him is that he has that innate sense of where his teammates are at any given time, and because of his size as a ball handler, he can see right over the top of defenses and always find the open man.
Yeah, you're all over it there, Steve, and that was the one thing when I first saw him play as a high schooler that jumped out at me, his vision. He's a terrific passer. His passing ability gives him that extra sense to get steals and also be in the right area to anticipate and generate steals. I mean, it's not just offensively where he benefits from his vision, but defensively as well.
You take a look at the Heat. They're up 3-2. The championship trophy tantalizingly close with their fans cheering them on. Can they win one more?
Well, they have two chances to do it. Yeah.
Oh, get it!
That's some physical basketball out there. I'm glad I'm not in the middle of that. A hard pick and an assault on the ball.
Old school stuff there.
Yeah, there's a lot to like on that play.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Sprite. Good stuff. Curry passes to Lee. Can't get it to go. And the Heat going the other way now. Need to bounce back from Wednesday's loss.
And what stands out from that game, Clark, is that they let a lot of points slip through their fingers at the free throw line.
Yep, and I think some doubt started to creep in as well when they kept missing their foul shot. Guys seem to tighten up and start alligator arming those things.
Curry attacking Bogut. And it's sent back by Odom. And they'll keep possession. There's Bogut. Great touch on the 16-footer. Bogut's got his first points in this one. 59 seconds left in the first quarter. Allen dishes to LeBron. Curry with the steal. Barnes up top. Wade is covering. The offensive rebound. Another shot. And Curry puts it in.
And hard work on the boards, guys, leading to that putback.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. LeBron with it. Headed now by Barnes. Here's Wade. It's hauled in by Bogut. The Warriors lead it. Pass to Barnes. And it's Miami with the rebound. Curry with the steal. Bogut kicks to Barnes. Now the feed to Curry. Gets to the corner and buries it. Curry's got his second bucket of the night. 7 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's LeBron. No good on that last second attempt there. A nice first quarter of play. And welcome back to our presentation of the NBA Finals as we get going again. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
And the key has been the second chance points. You look at this team, the hustle that they play with, very impressive in that first quarter.
Well, it's showing up on the scoreboard. I mean, you get second chance points like that, it can add to your totals and also demoralize your opponent.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Steph Curry and Thompson manning the backcourt. Carl Landry is out there with Iguodala. And it's O'Neal in at the 5 spot. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
You know, the knock on Landry when he first came into the NBA was whether he was big enough to play power forward. But it's not the size, it's the strength. And Landry is a guy who can create a major impact on the game because of his ability to score around the rim, particularly on offensive rebounds and drop-off passes.
He is strong going right through defenders. He may not be the biggest guy, but he plays like he is, and he'll knock over a taller player with no problem as he goes up. From about 16, and it's Bosch, that time on the assist by Wade.
His offensive game is so refined, guys, extremely well developed in just about every aspect.
And there's the pass to Thompson. Good work. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. LeBron with it. Allen inside the 3-point line. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Allen's got 5. Curry kicks to Tyler. Back to Curry. Some nice passing by Golden State. Here's Iguodala. Excellent D there from Allen. The Heat have gone a nice 3-3 to start the second. He gathers. And there's Dwayne Wade on the assist by LeBron. Wade's got 4 this quarter.
He didn't get off to much of a start early on, but he seems to have shaken off the rust here in the quarter.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Chris Anderson is checked in for the Heat. Adier comes in for Chris Bosh. Some changes for Golden State. Left in the first half of the game. Jenkins with it. Wade picks him up. Bogut sets a screen for Lee. Dishes it to Douglas. LeBron with the block. And that will be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. Stephen Curry's checked in for Golden State. Five to shoot. Lee passes to Barnes. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. The Warriors have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. That's good from Barnes. And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. Barnes hits them both. The Heat have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Wade dishes to LeBron. Allen kicks to Wade. 6 on the shot clock. The drive by LeBron. Shoots over Curry. Curry with the defensive effort.
He operates pretty well in traffic, guys, but that was a tough play to finish off.
Shoots from 14. Oh, that's blocked. Bogut. Wade passes to LeBron. Back to Wade. He dishes it to LeBron. Passes it to Allen. Jacks up a 3. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's now got 3 assists now in this one. Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. Heat lead.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Game 6 of the NBA Finals. It just does not get bigger in sports than this. Let's dive right into the action. A close game at American Airlines Arena. The Heat battling against Golden State. It's a close one so far, and they know what's at stake. They're on the brink of a title. Ray Allen is the top scorer, and they've got a big boost from Dwayne Wade as well. And no quitting the Warriors. They came to win. And defensively, they've done a good job grabbing rebounds, limiting second chances. Leading the team in scoring, Stephen Curry. He's chipped in 4 points, and he's made some key plays in the assist department, too. Now let's get back over to Kevin Harlan and the rest of our crew as the second half gets underway.
And thanks for tuning in as we get back to the action of our broadcast here of Game 6.
Some good numbers for Ray Allen. He has 8 points, and something else that's been there for him is the three-pointer. He's hit 2 of those.
which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's played into his success elsewhere. They're having to pay defensive attention to him all over the court.
They've got Dwayne Wade. Chris Bosh is out there with Oden. Then it's Allen, and it's LeBron in at the point. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. Bosh can't hit. Warriors trail by 3. Outside Curry. Iguodala, defended by Allen. And a powerful one-handed slam.
He's a bit short for the power forward spot, but his great leaping ability more than makes up for it.
And here's Wade. Allen outside. Off target from outside.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
Yeah, not enough defensive coverage there to prevent him from firing that time. But yeah, I think if he's open, he's got to let that thing fly. And he will punish an opponent for giving him that much room from mid-range. He'll hit that all day.
LeBron dishes to Allen. Back to LeBron. The kick out to Bosh. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. And it's 6 points for Chris Bosh.
Well, the thing I think people admire about him is that he's able to drop the 3 ball seemingly effortlessly. It's almost like second nature to him.
Yeah, it's natural. It's certainly not something he thinks about. I love the stroke on his shot from long range, and you certainly know something about that from his fingertips to nylon. Smooth sailing.
Udonis Haslem, he's checked in for Greg Oden. Jermaine O'Neal's checked in for Golden State. Klay Thompson comes in for Barnes. And Thompson kicks to Curry. Curry gets the screen from Iguodala. Feeds to Thompson. Wide open. Goes back up. And the layup is up and in.
This game very well could come down to a few possessions, and if that's the case, rebounding could play large.
Yeah, in a close game like this one, securing the ball is so vital.
Wade passes to Bosh. Working on Lee. Chris Bosh again. Bosh has got 8 points.
This is an interesting matchup. Neither team has been able to get an edge.
I tell you what, it's been enjoyable to watch this one. I mean, they haven't been giving an inch to each other, and neither side is backing down in this one.
Cloak loose. It's stolen by Wade. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat.
I like that foul. You don't want to give up an easy 2 in transition.
No, you don't want to give up a layup. Make him earn them from the stripe, and maybe you get a break and he makes only one of the free throws and misses them both.
Different look here for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for O'Neal. Landry comes in for Lee. Barnes, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Charles Jenkins in for Steph Curry. Here's Barnes. Cans it from downtown. He has 5.
And I'll tell you what, they might want to pay a little more attention to him defensively than they did on that last trip.
The drive by LeBron. Over Landry. LeBron's shot is good.
Well, they've really picked up the intensity here since halftime.
I think they got the pep talk with both teams now really going after each other.
They got right to the rim, but got hammered once he got there by the defense.
That was a nice job taking it strong and forcing his way to the line. Well done.
The Warriors shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That free throw, no good. And the Warriors with some changes. Lee's checked in for Landry. And Steph Curry is subbed in for Barnes. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Now here's LeBron. He has 7. He passes to Allen. Back to LeBron. Clock at 4. Down right side. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game and both teams putting up points in a hurry. While we're still getting underway here in the fourth, let's go down to Doris Burke, who has our strike uncontainable game report. Doris?
Kev, as you might have guessed, the uncontainable game today goes to the Miami Heat. No big errors on their part, and they've been the team that wants it more so far. It's that extra bounce in their step that has been the difference maker for them.
And thank you for that, Doris. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, in the middle, it's David Lee and Andrew Bogut. Charles Jenkins out there with Steph Curry. And it's Iguodala in a small forward. Iguodala against Wade. LeBron outside. Back to Wade. The Heat need to get a shot off. Over Jenkins. Oden kicks to LeBron. Now the dish to Wade. Over Iguodala. Out to Wade. He feeds it to Allen. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Here's Bosch. And finally they hit one. And the Heat lead by 2.
Tell you what, it has been all offense all game long.
You know what? This is really fun to watch, guys. I mean, as a coach, though, this is when you want to just harness this energy and bottle it up and ride it all the way.
And some changes here for the Heat. Chris Anderson is checked in for Oden. Battier comes in for Chris Bosh. And it's Chalmers in for LeBron. Golden State also making some changes. Carl Landry's checked in for Bogut. And it's Barnes in for Charles Jenkins. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Yes, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Mark Jackson was going over with his team. He told his guys, time's running low. If we're going to make our move, it's going to be now. Are you guys ready? And as they nodded, he said, let's go get it. Kevin?
Thanks again, Doris. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Lee. Wade against Curry. Kicks to Barnes. Bogut dishes to Barnes. Makes the lead pass. Here's Landry. And that misses. That would have put him up. Heat have gone 104 since the end of the third quarter. Wade passes to Allen. He kicks to Anderson. Back to Allen. Pass to Chalmers. Wade outside. The leader. Another miss by Wade. The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 for the field to get the fourth quarter started. It's stolen by Wade. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Battier with a screen on Barnes. And Chalmers kicks to Anderson. The feed to Allen. For 3! Again, Allen missing. Guys, it's come down here to a very important possession.
Yeah, zero tolerance for mistakes here.
Huge bucket.
They don't get much bigger than that, Steve.
And the Heat call time here. They're behind by 2. We've got 28 seconds left in the game. And a new group in for the Heat. Greg Oden, he's checked in for Anderson. Bosh comes in for Shane Battier. Norris Cole, he's checked in for Ray Allen. And it's LeBron in for Mario Chalmers. And the Warriors also making a change. Lee's checked in for Carl Landry.
This is exactly what happens when you allow Chris Bosh to get going.
Bogut sets a screen for Curry. There's the pass to Barnes. From downtown. Count it!
And that's what you love to do as the road team, Kevin. Hit the big shot to take the crowd right out of it.
Well, they've done that for sure.
They sure have. That shot right there had a huge effect on this crowd.
Timeout called the Heat. They're trailing by 3. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what do you think?
Well, they've got 2 options here. They can go for the 3 and the tie, or the quick 2 and the foul.
I like the idea of going for the quick 2. Take it to the rim. And, that wouldn't be a bad way to approach this situation.
Allen off a pick from Bosh. The 3. Bullseye! A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
Not much resistance for him after that pick, Kevin. I mean, he had all sorts of space to hit the shot.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. Regulation is ended and we're heading to overtime. We've got more in store for you right after this.
34.
We've got overtime action now, folks. Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, Doris Burke on our sideline, and this is Kevin Harlan. And so the tip-off, it's Miami. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here. Brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Lee is the 4 with Bogut at the 5 beside him. Iguodala out there with Steph Curry. And it's Barnes in at the 3. Wade with it. And now by Barnes. Wade kicks to Oden. LeBron. Up with it. Slams it on the run.
Such an aggressive player. I just love the way he explodes to the rim.
Curry attacking. Dishes it to Barnes. Back to Curry. Gives him the lead pass. Lead. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
And he knows how to finish when he gets that close to the hoop.
To the paint. Iguodala with the steal. Outside Curry. Goes back up. Rejected by Wade. Passes it to LeBron. Back to Wade. It's in! A huge shot to tie it up.
Kevin, I think he's got to demand the ball. They need him to be more aggressive if they're going to take control of this game.
He dishes it to Barnes. Curry a screen on Allen. Barnes dishes to Curry. On the strike. Sinks it. Well, overtime basketball, a minute and a half played so far. Wade against Barnes. Wade passes to LeBron. Outside Bosh. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Curry. It's in! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Wow, huge shot. Listen to this crowd.
It sounds like a rock concert in here.
Well, they've been waiting to explode all game, and they finally got a reason to do so.
Oh, off target.
Great defense there. You really have to challenge him at that range.
Another tie, and we're going to have a second overtime. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back to overtime basketball in what has been a tremendous battle so far. With Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. We're going to keep this one going. LeBron kicks to Wade to take the lead. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. 8 points for Wade.
I can imagine they're going to hear an earful about this next stop. I mean, that's 3 straight field goals given up right in the middle of the lane. Inexcusable.
Defense starts at the rim. You want teams shooting the ball from the outside, and that's not happening. They're just giving up everything inside.
A very rough quarter for them as not much is falling right now.
Wade sets the pick for Allen from the arc. And again, Miami with the triple.
He has looked very comfortable from three-point land today.
Well, the bulk of his points, that's where they've come from.
Iguodala kicks to Landry. Back to Iguodala. Feeds it to Curry. Iguodala, covered by LeBron. Backing down his Landry. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Obvious foul.
He took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
So the first one drops, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And both free throws good for Landry.
Boy, those were massive foul shots right there. It's down to a one-possession game.
LeBron outside. He passes to Wade. Back to LeBron. And stolen by Barnes. Fast break. Here they come. Money!
With the two-hand throw down there, needed safety and power.
That's how you do it.
Yep. No, nothing fancy, but he finished with force.
Miami's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Barnes against Wade. Back to Oden. Allen outside. Lock at 6. over good. Nails it.
Kevin, they've still got a foul to give at this point.
Yeah, strategy wouldn't be bad to use it here if they need to.
Timeout called the Warriors. They're down by 3. 19 seconds left in the second overtime period, and here we are. What do you think, guys?
By down 3, you don't necessarily have to go for the 3. You could go for the quick bucket and then the foul.
I'm not sure. I mean, in this situation, I think they should look for the 3, Steve. I mean, try to tie this thing up. You've got 3-point shooters. Let it fly.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Smart foul there. You got to try to extend the game.
Yeah, it's still close, but they're fighting that clock as much as the score right now.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. Second free throw misses. Dish now to Barnes. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
That's exactly what they had in mind on that possession.
Big call, Kevin. He just didn't get there quick enough, and that's a tough break.
Yeah, fans not agreeing with the call there.
Well, that's one way to get a reaction from the fans, guys.
Here's Wade. It's good! Oh, and it's over. The Miami Heat are the new NBA champions.
You know, Kevin, you go way back to the beginning of the season and all the hours they put into this year. This is what it's about. This is what it's for. To be an NBA champion.
And the NBA season can be grueling at times, but Steve, this is the light at the end of the tunnel.
And there's something so special, Kevin, about winning it at home in front of your fans who have kind of ridden that roller coaster with you, gone through all the adversity, the ups and downs, the emotions. And when you finally get that championship, it is so special when you can enjoy it with your home crowd.
Tonight, we have concluded an exciting 6-game final series. It was a thrilling adventure from start to finish, and we can now crown a new NBA champion. Only one team can win the Larry O'Brien Trophy and the title of NBA champion. Congratulations to the players, the coaches, and the fans as I present the Larry O'Brien Trophy to the NBA champions. Once again, the Miami Heat.
This is the moment you dream about growing up as a kid. I mean, this is something that each and every one of these players will remember forever.
From the owner of the team all the way down to the ball boys, you have to hand it to the entire organization, Steve. They work together to get right here.
And what better way, Kevin, to give back to the loyal fans of this franchise than to finish out this series, this whole playoff run actually in front of the home crowd. What a night.
And now the presentation for the Bill Russell Finals MVP Award. Let's go to NBA Commissioner David Stern.
He is a tremendously talented player and deserving of the award named for Bill Russell, the ultimate champion. Congratulations to the winner of the Bill Russell NBA Finals Most Valuable Player Award, LeBron James.
Mark, I can speak for myself, but hasn't this been a tremendous playoffs?
It really has been, Kevin. I mean, you never know when you start the postseason what you're in store for, how things will turn up. But we now all know what the end result was.
Steve, I know you've enjoyed every second of this series.
That's been phenomenal to watch, Kevin. And what impresses me the most is, you know, the NBA playoffs are such a grind. To win it all, to go through so much adversity, the roller coaster ride of emotions. And now all of a sudden this team can just relax and let out everything and enjoy the night.
And we have enjoyed our time with you folks all season long.